Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for another Saturday Slam, and we're going to go running back to Unleashed, and we're going to give you two big matches from that show. First off, we're giving you the tag match that you saw set up right here on Saturday Slam. The Bully Smasher and El Diablo going up against Daniel Maxen and Hard Luck Hal Rogers. You know that's going to be a hard-hitting contest, but we're setting up another one for you tonight. You're also getting the big triple threat match from Unleashed. Dean Alexander, Tobias Storm, Leo Dioria, all of them locking horns. A big, huge past, present, and future of KCXW all coming together in that one. Let's run to the ring.
Introducing Daniel Maxen.
So we're getting started off with that tag match like I mentioned, and the first one out the gate, young Daniel Maxen, recent graduate of the XWC. This is the first time that he's stepping out onto the big stage for KCXW. He's made his way around in some other promotions here around Kansas and Missouri. He's worked the Saturday Slams, but this is the first time that Daniel Maxen will be stepping out in front of a large KCXW crowd, a lively and loud KCXW crowd. And so we'll have to see how much of a difference maker that is for him, standing in front of at least 300 people there. A huge crowd coming out to Unleashed that we definitely enjoyed, every single one of you making out for that one.
His tag team partner, Hard Luck Hal.
And Hard Luck Hal Rogers making his way out of the entrance there, and once again, the ring announcer only getting most of his name. If you want to talk about a guy that lives by hard luck, he can't even get his name pronounced right half the time by this crew. But you can see not a lot of love lost here between him and the crowd, as he is talking and jaw-jacking with just about anybody that he can see. Yelling at the cameraman. I mean, just in a sour mood to get started tonight. Hard Luck looking like he may have just got finished working a third job before he made his way out here. Still got the wrench in hand. And we've seen the two of them on Saturday Slam. They formed a little bit of an uneasy alliance. First making a move as Maxen was going down against El Diablo. And then when Reed came out, they decided to form together and watch each other's backs. And that's led us to tonight for sure.
And their opponents, introducing first, El Diablo!
And you hear the reaction from this crowd when El Diablo steps out. He's been a favorite on the Saturday Slams. He's been a favorite around Kansas and Missouri, just like Daniel Maxen. This is the first time, though, that El Diablo will step out in front of the live, loud, raucous KCXW crowd. One of a kind in the Kansas City area for sure. One of a kind in the Midwest, if you will. And you can see the ring is cleared out. Hard Luck and Daniel Maxen wanting to play their cards right, it seems like. They're not wanting to get things started too early. Especially when the energy is already behind El Diablo, just like that.
His tag team partner, the Bully Smasher, Shannon Reed.
And now the veteran coming out, Shannon Reed, the Bully Smasher, a former Kansas City champion here in KCXW. This guy has been to the top of the ladder. He stands for one thing. He stands for things being fair. If he sees a bully in any regard, he takes them head on and he takes them down. And that's exactly what Shannon Reed saw when he stopped in for a Saturday Slam. He saw how Hard Luck Hal Rogers jump out and attack El Diablo during his matchup against Daniel Maxen, and Reed couldn't stand for that. He made that known. And now as Reed steps into the ring with his partner El Diablo, a little bit of reassurance, and they meet for the type of handshake that one can only get from El Diablo. But that's probably going to be a good show of unity between these two. We're going to see how well they work. And a quick jump from Daniel Maxen and Hard Luck as they attack the two from behind while they're trying to figure out how to communicate, trying to figure out who's going to be starting the matchup. And referee Jeremy already having trouble keeping order between these two. And Maxen and Hard Luck run into each other. That plan backfired. Reed runs him over with a double clothesline. And just like that, Diablo and Shannon Reed are right on top. Bully Smasher sets him up. Huge crossbody. And Diablo takes the both of them down. Hard Luck Hal Rogers and Daniel Maxen go spilling to the outside. Dirty Deeds and Hard Luck coming out worse for wear at the end of their ambush. And they're going to have to recollect and figure out a new game plan. And the veteran Hard Luck quickly taking charge, sending Daniel Maxen in against El Diablo. Maxen with an interesting strategy. He's trying to plead with El Diablo. And wait, he's got his fingers crossed. I don't think El Diablo could see that, much less understand what that may mean. A quick slap of the hand, and El Diablo is biting at the wrist of Daniel Maxen. You can see he doesn't trust this guy one bit. Drops down low, swoops up high. El Diablo's flying. Scissor kick catches him right across the jaw, and Daniel Maxen goes down hard. El Diablo sends Dirty Deeds into the corner. Huge chop, and the tag goes out to the Bully Smasher. And now they set up Daniel Maxen, sends him across the ropes, misses the back elbow, gets the second one. Double back elbow from Reed and El Diablo. And the crowd is definitely behind these two in the early goings for sure. And despite the obvious communication barrier between these two, they seem to work well in tag team action so far. Reed with a flurry of kicks into the corner, comes flying in with a huge splash, and Daniel Maxen goes crashing into the corner. Dirty Deeds is going to have to figure out a way to get his feet back under him quick, because things are not going his way in the early going. Huge back elbow from Shannon Reed, and Daniel Maxen goes down. He pulls himself up, but he's worked himself into the absolute wrong corner here. Dives underneath Shannon and goes for a quick tag to Hal Rogers. Now Hard Luck stepping in. Veteran for veteran. We're going to see them square off here. Hard Luck goes for a quick shot. Reed ducks underneath and huge shots to the top of the head. Backs Hal Rogers into the corner and a flurry of chops. Hard Luck is definitely in a hard spot right now. Tied up in the wrong corner as Reed drops in the knee. And Hal Rogers trying to make his way out. A teardrop suplex drops him right on the back of his head though. And Shannon quick to keep him down on the mat. Drops a huge elbow drop. This one may be it if he goes for the cover. A little bit lackadaisical. Doesn't keep his weight on him. And he's only able to get one. But Reed wanting to stay on top. Wanting to keep the fresh man in. Makes a tag to El Diablo. And now Reed sets down at all fours. Huge whisper of the wind, if you will, as El Diablo throws his body into the chest, into the torso of Hard Luck Hal Rogers. Russian leg sweep puts Hard Luck down on his back hard. Not even a 2 count though, still able to kick out at 1. Diablo staying right on top of him. Looks like he's going to have to keep a flurry of offense going to keep the big man down. Makes a quick tag to Shannon Reed. And now the Bully Smasher and El Diablo lining up. Hard Luck sends him off the ropes. Double drop kick. Reed with another pin. Gets a little bit more across this time. Nope. Referee's calling it off. Wait a minute. And Daniel Maxen must have gotten a blind tag in. I didn't see it. Referee, though, was quick to make the call. Shannon Reed was on the wrong guy to get the pin. And all that momentum that they built up, they set it up with the double drop kick, and Daniel Maxen wisely saw the problem, tagged his way out to save Hard Luck from the pin. And now Maxen trying to take advantage, throws a quick clothesline into Shannon Reed, doesn't do much, and he tags out to Hard Luck. Rogers quickly thrown into the great corner by Shannon, though. And El Diablo gets the tag in. Reed shoots him up high. Flapjack drops him down onto Hal Rogers. Pin attempt only gets 2 though. And I think Maxen made a mistake tagging Hard Luck back in so quickly. He hadn't quite recovered from the last flurry. Huge uppercut from El Diablo. Keeping Hal Rogers trapped in the corner. He's got the wrist locked. And El Diablo's climbing his way up. I think he's walking the wrong set of ropes there though. Goes for the arm drag and gets it. Hal Rogers is in a world of trouble. Bicycle kick puts him down in the center. 2 count this time. And Hal Rogers has been unable to get any momentum going as he eats the turnbuckle, getting passed over once again for another quick tag between Diablo and Reed, as the Bully Smasher is now the legal man. Quadruple chop from those two. And Hal Rogers is looking worse for wear by the moment. Reed sends him off. Another huge back elbow as Rogers drops down hard. And now Shannon Reed getting set up. Getting the crowd riled up. Huge kick straight to the small of the back. And you can see the wind just shoot out of Hal Rogers' lungs with that kick. And a second shot there. Another vicious kick from Shannon Reed to the small of the back to the kidneys. Softening up Hal Rogers possibly. El Diablo now with the tag. Reed launches him over the top. Tope Atomico right across the chest. Hal Rogers trying to roll out of the way. Diablo with the pin, but he only gets 2. Hal Rogers tried to make the escape, but Hard Luck is his name and Hard Luck is the game, and he was unable to get out. Jawbreaker drops El Diablo down, and he may have found a moment, throws a boot across the side of the head. And if Hal Rogers can gather his wits, he should be running over for a tag. Throws Diablo over into his corner, into the post rather, and he makes the tag to Maxen, who is much fresher, more fresh, I think, rather. Belly to back suplex drops the El Diablo down hard. And now Daniel Maxen firmly in control after Hard Luck was able to create an opening. Grabbing El Diablo by the hair, by the mask. Diablo throwing some shots in, trying to build an offense back up. Maxen reverses it, throws him into the corner. Diablo up and over, Maxen off in the corner himself. A kick to the chest. And he dishes El Diablo to the apron, but Diablo's on his feet, throws the shoulder underneath. Sunset flip roll over, but he keeps going. Wheel kick puts Daniel Maxen down. Diablo attempting a pin. Only gets 1 though. Maxen's had a lot of time to recover on the outside. And now Maxen reaches inside of the mask. And he's able to gouge Diablo's eyes. Quick tag over to Hard Luck Hal Rogers. And it looks like they're going to be working over El Diablo. Trying to keep the veteran Shannon Reed out of there. And, oh! A lift-up cutter combination. A 3D, if you will, from Hard Luck and Dirty Deeds. And El Diablo is in the wrong part of town at this point. And Hal Rogers seems to be a lot more confident about his chances right now. Enticing Reed in, which is going to force the ref to make a break. And now Dirty Deeds choking Diablo on the rope as Hard Luck puts the boots to him. All while the referee is distracted with the Bully Smasher. Hard Luck using his veteran knowledge to lure in the partner, which caused the ref to look around the other way so he could get the cheats in. Daniel Maxen with a quick tag, may have been a blind tag on the ref. Only getting 2 on the pin as he starts working El Diablo over now, and he just starts wrenching at the jaw, wrenching at the head and the neck, just trying to put a lot of tension on El Diablo's neck, putting the pressure on the spine. El Diablo trying to work his way up, feeling the energy from this crowd. More shots to the gut. He's trying to come to life, gets pushed into the rope, but hangs on. Maxen launches him off again. Diablo flies over the top. I think he was looking for a shoulder block, but there was nowhere to be found as Daniel Maxen dropped to the floor, and El Diablo tumbled all the way outside to the AstroTurf out there on the outside of the ring. And now, once again, Shannon Reed distracting the referee trying to run in as Hard Luck able to get some cheap shots in on the outside, and El Diablo fighting two guys at once at this point. And Hal Rogers just pacing the ring, enticing this crowd as El Diablo gets spiked on his head with a nasty DDT. And Diablo pulled over as Hard Luck gets tagged in by Daniel Maxen. Dirty Deeds lines him up. Hal Rogers putting the boots into El Diablo's gut. It looks like they've got a plan for another double team. No, he walks his way out. Hal Rogers just wants to punish El Diablo at this point, as he just throws him up against the rope and just starts choking him right in front of the official. Really no care for the rules there. Daniel Maxen uses the opportunity to kick him across the face while Hard Luck has him distracted. Once again, these two guys are using the ref as in their advantage so that they can set up all kinds of cheap shots. And Hal Rogers now just punishing El Diablo. Nasty snap suplex as he whips him over. The crowd once again trying to bring El Diablo to life. Hard Luck saw the tag attempt, and he smartly pulls El Diablo back to the center of the ring, locks his arm up, keeping the wounded one inside the ring, keeping Shannon Reed from being able to capitalize on his fresh momentum. And Hard Luck now once again looking for another tag to Dirty Deeds, keeping El Diablo trapped in the corner. These two working some smart tag team work. Backbreaker elbow drop combo. And El Diablo is in a very bad spot. This one could be it, folks. Kick it out at 2, but his shoulders are slow to turn over. And now Daniel Maxen just throwing the punches in. Referee reminding El Diablo that he needs to defend himself. Otherwise, this match could end much sooner than we would normally anticipate. Crowd once again trying to bring El Diablo back to life. He starts throwing the punches into the gut, trying to work himself back up. Launches Maxen against the ropes. A quick reversal. Power slam snapped him over. And El Diablo is down on the mat. I think if Maxen had gone for the pin there, he probably would have had it, but instead he throws El Diablo into the corner and tags Hard Luck back in. And Dirty Deeds and Hard Luck working as a solid unit throughout most of this matchup. I'm honestly a little surprised by that. El Diablo looks like he's almost down on his feet, but any chance he can, he starts throwing those uppercuts, starts throwing those body blows, and he goes running to make a tag. But Hard Luck's got him locked around the waist. Huge lift and a backbreaker right across the shoulder as he just lets the body of El Diablo just fall and crumple to the mat after that. And look at that, he's just taunting the audience, taunting El Diablo. He's got him grabbed by the hair, just wrenching him around. Again, one of those moments where I think if he'd gone for the pin, Diablo would have not been able to get the kick out. But just like that, he's on his feet for an extra moment, and El Diablo starts fighting back. He's able to kind of create an opening, kicks Maxen in the top of the head, creates some space. Diablo runs up the buckle, a little slow getting up there, and that might have been just enough time. 2.5 only. Shannon Reed coming in almost to make the save. In case you missed it, El Diablo tried to go for the whisper in the wind, couldn't quite get his footing, and that gave Hard Luck just enough time to set up and catch him in a power bomb. But El Diablo's shoulder managed to roll over, and he's slowly getting back to his feet. Hard Luck needs to turn around. He's spending too much time looking the wrong way. El Diablo ducks under and gets the tag. And just like that, Shannon Reed's legal. Down goes Hard Luck. Down goes Maxen. Hard Luck down again. A flurry of punches from the Bully Smasher as he begins clearing house here. Grabs the both of them. Noggin knocker. Down goes Rogers. Down goes Maxen's tied up in the ropes, rather. And Reed now with a flurry of kicks on Dirty Deeds. starts laying into Daniel Maxen. Another hard shot over the top as Hard Luck starts getting to his feet. And he starts shutting down the Bully Smasher. And just like that, it's 2-on-1 once again. But Reed blocks himself through the clothesline. Double choke slam, both of them go down. And just like that, Reed is standing tall. Dirty Deeds and Hard Luck down in the middle of the ring. And Shannon getting ready, getting set. He's got them lined up. Reed roll across the both of them. And there's the tag to El Diablo. Diablo going up top. Swanton bomb across the both of them. There's the tag to Daniel, or the pin rather. 3 count. El Diablo and Shannon Reed take this one, ladies and gentlemen. Huge victory.
Your winners, the team of the Bully Smashers, Shannon Reed and El Diablo.
An epic back and forth contest between these two teams. El Diablo was cut away from his partner from the majority of it, took a huge battering from Hard Luck and Dirty Deeds, but at the end of it, he was able to get the tag with Shannon Reed, and just like that, he was able to turn it all around, and with an opportune tag to El Diablo, able to get the victory in there. Huge victory for these two.
Give it up again for the Bully Smashers, Shannon Reed and El Diablo.
And I've got to remind you folks, these two matches brought to you by none other than the Extreme Wrestling Center. If you want to be a professional wrestler, that's the place to be. Let's hear it for just a moment.
This past April, I finally got to wrestle in front of a live crowd. It was all thanks to the XWC here in Raytown, Missouri. So,
if you're interested in wanting to become part of the professional wrestling scene,
and if you want to become a professional wrestler,
a manager, or even a referee,
if you have dreams of breaking into the world of professional wrestling,
XWC is the place to be.
The Extreme Wrestling Center in Raytown, Missouri.
The longest running wrestling school in the Kansas City area.
Come down to Raytown.
Come in, do work, live your dream at the XWC.
best in the Midwest. Come check us out.
And I'll let you know, every single person that you are seeing in this ring tonight, all 7 competitors got their very first day, their very first start in the ring, right there at the XWC. But we're going to kick it back to the ring to get ready for this triple threat match coming up.
Introducing first, from Detroit, Michigan, Tobias Storm.
And speaking about that training and speaking about that lineage, this triple threat match coming up is a great example of that. You're going to see the past, the present, the future of the KCXW in this one. Right now, we're going to start with what we consider may possibly be the future of KCXW right here. Young Tobias Storm, you've seen him on some Saturday Slams. He's got a lot of confidence, you might call it a lot of ego. He is certainly sure of himself and his abilities, and we're going to see that definitely on display tonight as he goes up against 2 very tough competitors. But he's gone up against Shannon Reed, he's gone up against some of the best already. Certainly, this match is going to show you the kind of caliber that Tobias Storm has within him. But the next one that we're going to be giving you on their way out here, we're going to go ahead and roll ourselves back to the past of KCXW with this next one.
His opponent from Castle Rock, Colorado, Leo G.
But if there's one thing that wrestling teaches you, just because it's the past doesn't mean it's gone and doesn't mean it's past its prime. Leo D. Oria, former Metro champion, former KC champion, had to walk away at one point because of injury. He's back, He's building himself up better than ever. He's making his way around Missouri. He's making his way around Kansas. He's making his way around the independent scene. He's stepping into KCXW tonight to let you know that he most definitely still has it, and he's going to put it to the test right here. We're talking about the past, and we're talking about the future. It's time to see what we might call the present.
Their opponent. This is Dean Alexander!
And when I mean the present, there is no one who is presently higher in our ranks than Dean Alexander himself. You see the logo on the jacket. You know where you've seen him on AEW Dark. You've seen him on Nightmare Factory. This man's been rubbing shoulders with the big ones for sure. That's a hot mic, Dean. You better watch out there.
You all know who I work for. It says it right there. AEW. Go look at my phone. Go look at my recent contacts. TK, QT Marshall, Cody Rhodes. I'm connected at both sides, brother. I tell you what, you guys lay down for me right now. I'll make a phone call. We can talk about you guys laying down for me on a Monday or a Tuesday. Lay down.
A bold assertion from Dean Alexander there. Maybe the shoulders he's been rubbing with have been rubbing a little too close to his head. But, I mean, he's trying to bribe these two for an easy victory tonight, certainly. But you heard him talking about QT Marshall. You heard him talking about Cody Rhodes, all those guys. He's been training at the Nightmare Factory. He's been putting in that work. And we're going to see the fruits of that labor certainly tonight. Dean instructing the ref to ring the bell. And Tobias Storm's laying down. Storm's looking for an easy payday tonight, it seems like. Now Leo's left with the decision. And you hear the answer from the crowd. I don't think Leo D's going to give Dean Alexander an easy night necessarily. And, well, that puts Tobias in an awkward position. Wait a minute. Leo's lying down. And Leo drops down and trips over Dean Alexander. Leo up. Tobias up. Dean ducks them both. Dean ducks the clothesline. Leo D shot around at a 90-degree angle, and all three men go running, and all three men stop. Dean Alexander outsmarts the double ambush, double dropkick though, and Alexander goes down. Tobias and Leo D putting Dean Alexander out. Now Leo D got lazy, and he gets caught with a huge capture suplex. Leo D forgot it's a triple threat, there are no friends. And Tobias Storm quickly took advantage. Huge flying splash comes into Leo D. Gigantic steps, and there's that confidence we were talking about from Tobias as he eats a boot from Dioria. Too much confidence too early. Leo kicks the knee out. And now Dioria lines himself up and gets caught. Dean Alexander out of nowhere with a huge spine buster, and Leo goes down, and Leo may be out. Tobias Storm looks like he might be able to take advantage of an easy moment here. Northern Light suplex applied and dropped, and Dean quick to break it up. As Tobias thought he could slide one past Dean Alexander, but more than likely not with the tutelage he's been receiving. Lifts up Leo up, huge neck breaker out of the fireman's carry. Pin attempt, and Tobias now breaks the pin up. Dean Alexander was trying to get the victory. He thought that him and Storm had an understanding, and clearly they don't. Punches have started flying, and this little alliance is broken down. Alexander shoots off the rope, ducks behind. Oh, quick maneuver. I almost didn't even see it. Pin attempt by Dean Alexander. The Russian leg sweep only gets him 2 go. And Tobias Storm definitely wasn't prepared for the double swerve that Dean Alexander gave him. Huge punch to the top of the head, and Storm crashes down like lightning. And Dean Alexander firmly in control as Leo Diori has fallen to the outside of the ring to regain himself. And now Alexander runs into the buckle. Tobias Storm sees an opportunity, tries for a German suplex. Alexander blocks it. Schoolboy roll-up, only gets 2. Tobias Storm tries to come up, gets the hook, there's the German! Alexander rolls through, and Dean looks hurt though after that suplex. Pin attempt gets 2, now only 2. Dean able to get the shoulder up. Tobias has come back to life though after that. Hooking Dean up for a vertical suplex attempt. Alexander with the block though. Huge gourd buster as he just dumps Tobias on his face. And Dean, ever with the ring awareness, sees Leo creep up into the corner and begins crashing into him with clotheslines, keeping him at bay. Throws Leo into Tobias. Neckbreaker DDT combo. What a setup by Dean Alexander. Taking both men out at the same time. A one-man double team move. 2.5 though. Leo was able to get the shoulder up. You can never count out a former champion, no matter what you throw at him. And Leo D showing that tonight, the heart of a former champion. Dean Alexander applying a very tight chin lock now, putting all of his weight down right across the throat. Trying to cut off the oxygen, trying to cut off the blood supply, see if he can't get some kind of submission. Drilling Leo back down into the mat. This thing is sunk in tight, ladies and gentlemen. Driving his weight down again. Leo is in a lot of trouble. You can see his face starting to turn red. And now referee checking in, looking for the submission. Leo's hanging on as Dean keeps cinching in tighter and tighter. Leo getting his vertical base back underneath him to kind of relieve some of that pressure. He gets the arms opened up. He's worked himself free. Leo's out of the chin lock. And he got a super kick off of Tobias Storm, who was coming up. But he's left himself open. Dean Alexander with a chop to the jaw. Leo looks out on his feet. Dean lifts him up for... No! Leo blocks the suplex, spins it out into a neck breaker. Leo slow to get up to his feet. Dean a little bit slower. Dioria tries to take advantage. Alexander turns it back around. Headlock scissor. Leo deep tries, misses, and he eats the post. And Tobias with a backcracker. One shot to the front, one to the back, a magic bullet, if you will. And Leo D looks out. And Dean lines Tobias up into the corner. Huge face wash. Wait, Leo ties Dean Alexander up into the ropes with a super kick. Dean is tied up into the corner. And now Leo goes for the cutter, but Tobias blocks it. Tobias up to the top rope. There's a cutter. A double springboard attempt left him open. Leo sees it. 2, 3. And Leo Dioria gets the victory. Like I said, never count out a champion, folks. Leo D with the big win. This has been Saturday Slam, the Unleashed special once again. Give us the like. Give us the subscribe. An absolute banger of a match from these three folks. Y'all have a wonderful night. We will see you next week.